Om Swastiastu. Oke, we meet again. Kita berjumpa lagi dalam pembelajaran bahasa Inggris. Kali ini Bapak harapkan anak-anak dalam keadaan sehat, selalu menjaga protokol kesehatan, cuci tangan, pakai masker bila keluar, physical and social distancing. Oke. Today we are going to learn about poetry. Oke, this. Kita akan bicara tentang poetry atau puisi. The fun way to use word. Jadi bagaimana cara fun ya, cara bahagia atau cara yang nyaman untuk menggunakan bahasa, bermain dalam bermain bahasa. What is poetry? In poetry, the sound and meaning of words are combined to express feelings, thought, and idea. Jadi poetry itu adalah suara dan arti dari sebuah kata-kata yang mengkombinasikan antara mengekspresikan perasaan, pikiran, dan ide. The poet chooses words carefully. Pemilihan kata-kata itu sangat hati-hati sekali. Poetry is usually written in lines, dalam baris, ya. Elemen-elemen dari poetry itu apa? Poetry elements, first rhythm, sound, imagery, forms, and types. Okay. Rhythm. What is rhythm? It is the flow of the beat in the poem. It gives poetry a musical feel. It can be fast or slow depending on mood and subject of poem. You can measure rhythm in meter by counting the beats in each line. Jadi rhythm itu yang beatnya cepat atau tidaknya pembacaan puisi, tinggi atau rendahnya nada, itu rhythmnya dari sebuah puisi jika puisi itu dibacakan. Okay. Rhythm example. Nah, di sini ada sebuah puisi. The pickety fence. The pickety fence. The pickety fence. Give it a lick it. The pickety fence. Give it a lick it. A clickety fence. Give it a lick. It's a lickety fence. Give it a lick. Jadi di sini ada rhythm-rhythmnya, ya. The rhythm of in this poem is fast, cepat. The pickety fence, the pickety fence. Give it a lick it. The pickety fence, give it a lick it. A lickety fence, give it a lick. Jadi ada rhythm yang cepat to match the speed of the stick striking the fence. Nah, ada memiliki, kalau diucapkan cepat dia akan mempunyai keindahan dari kata-kata itu sendiri. Terus rhythm example yang kedua, where are you now? The rhythm is in this poem is slow. When the nights begin to fall and the sky begin to glow, you look up and see the tall city of light begin to grow. In rows and little golden squares, the light come out. First here then there, behind the window panes and through. A million billion bees had built the golden hives and honeycombs above you in the air. Jadi rhythm pada puisi ini slow, ya, sehingga to match the night gently falling and the light slowly coming on. Jadi mematchkan atau menyesuaikan antara malam, perasaan malam yang hening lambat, ya, and the light slowly coming on, ya, perlahan-lahan, ya, cahaya akan masuk dalam kegelapan. Jadi ritme itu akan mempengaruhi seseorang dalam mengartikan atau membawa perasaan pembaca pada puisi tersebut. Yang kedua ada sound. Readers love to use interesting sound in their poems. The sound devices include. Nah, pada seorang penulis juga akan menggunakan ketarikan suara dalam puisinya, ya. Ada rime, repetition, alliteration, and onomatopoeia. Apa itu masing-masing? Mari kita akan. Rhymes are words that end with the same sound. Nah, Rima itu adalah kata-kata yang pada akhir dari kata itu mempunyai kesamaan suara. Like cat in the head. Cat in the head. Pada akhir kata-katanya itu ada at head, at cat, head cat, kan sama ya. This is the most common sound device in poetry. However, not all poetry has to rhyme. Jadi walaupun itu sebuah keindahan, tapi tidak semua puisi mempunyai rima yang sama. Contohnya, lihat di sini contohnya. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do like them, same I am. And I would eat him in the boat. And I would eat them with a goat. Jadi ada ham, boat, goat. Ada oat, ya. Kemiripan, oat. Ya. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia ada A, B. Itu misalnya ya, kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia. Yang kedua ada repetition. Repetition occurs when poet repeats words, phrases, or lines in a poem. Jadi pengulangan kata dalam sebuah puisi, baik itu katanya, baik itu frasenya, maupun line in the poem. Ada satu baris diulang. Ya, it creates a pattern. It increase rhythm, akan meningkatkan ritmenya, and strength, feelings, ideas, and mood in the poem. Ada nanti akan menambahkan feeling, ideas, and mood in the poem. Ada kata let it go, let it go. Ada puisi dari apa namanya? Maaf, Bapak, puisi yang lagunya ini film anak-anak ini ya. Let it go, let it go. Nah, itu diulang-ulang sehingga mempunyai keindahan dari puisi tersebut. Menambah indah sebuah puisi. Yang kedua ada alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the first consonant. Alliteration adalah pengulangan konsonan pertama. Sounds in word as in the nursery rhyme. Pengulangan kata pada konsonan pertama. Misalnya, Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers. Nah, ada P, and P. Ini disebut dengan alliteration. Pengulangan konsonan pertama. Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers. Ini diulang lagi. A peck of pickled peppers, Peter Piper pick. If Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers. Nah, jadi selalu diulang. First konsonannya ada P, itu alliteration. Nah, sampai di sana paham anak-anak ya? Kita lanjutkan onomatopoeia. They are words that represent the actual sounds of something. Example are the dog barks, the cat purrs, thunder booms, raindrops, clock tick. Jadi they are words that represent. Ada kata-kata yang merepresentasikan ya. Ya, yang mewakili atau kalau susah mengucapkan seperti Bapak merepresentasikan actual sound of something, merepresentasikan suara aslinya, misalnya suara anjing ya, the dog barks, bark kan begitu kalau di Inggris sana, tapi kalau kita di Indonesia kan guk gitu ya. The cat purrs. Nah itu kalau di luar negeri, kalau di Inggris ya. Itu yang disebut dengan onomatopoeia. Penggunaan kata untuk mewakili suara aslinya. Sound of something, seperti suara pohon jatuh, terus suara binatang-binatang lainnya. Scrunch. Lihat contoh onomatopoeia. Crunch. Frozen snow and brittle ice. Nah, di sini ada contoh-contoh, ada crunch. Ini pengumpamaan ya. Suara-suara. Oke. Figurative language. Ada figurative language or figure of speech are tools that readers or creates image or paint picture in your mind. Ya, ada figurative language. Simile compares two things the words like or as. Membandingkan dua kata. Comparing one thing to another create a vivid image. Yang sehingga membandingkan dua kata dengan gambar sehingga mewakili, ya. Jagnesia ran fast like a cheetah. Nah, jadi Jagnesia run, berlari cepat seperti seekor cheetah. Ada kata like, itu milik pembandingan, ya. Atau metafora. Compare two things that are different by using word is, are, was, were. Metafora. It gives a qualities of one thing to something that is quite different. Berbeda. Kita lihat. Jenna's mouth is one huge metal factory. Jadi mulutnya si Jenna itu kuat seperti sebuah besi di perusahaan. Life is one long scary roller coaster. Suaranya seperti orang kalau naik roller coaster, berteriak gitu. Itu metafora, ya. Yang selanjutnya, more example of metaphor. Her voice was music to my ears. She had the heart of a lion. Metafor membandingkan, ya, satu benda. For me, time is money. Nah, ini contoh-contoh metafora. Personification. Give human qualities and feeling to things that are not human. Jadi membandingkan sesuatu pada manusia itu dengan benda lainnya yang bukan manusia. Contohnya, the moon smile down at me. Jadi membayangkan bulan itu tersenyum kepada saya. Ya, itu personifikasinya. Berikut adalah more example of personification. Personification ada my computer hates me. Jadi komputer itu membenci saya. Padahal komputer nggak ada membenci, tapi itu personifikasinya. Red flowers dance joyfully. Night travels. Oke. Hyperbola. Hiperbola atau membesar-besarkan. Ya, ini sudah tidak perlu Bapak jelaskan, Anda udah tahu. Simbolism atau simbolisme itu membuat simbol dari sebuah perasaan. Misalnya cinta kita simbolkan dengan apel, cinta dengan mawar, rose. Oke. Poetry form. Bentuk-bentuk puisi itu ada, ini line-nya, ya. Ini line and stanzas. Most of poem are written in line. Jadi kebanyakan puisi dibuat dalam satu line, ya. Dalam satu line. A group of lines in a poem is called stanza. Dari gabungan beberapa line ini kita sebut dengan stanza. Ini line. All of this line, it's called stanza. Stanza separate ideas in a poem. Dari masing satu stanza membedakan dengan stanza lainnya dalam sebuah satu ide. Itu adalah bentuk dari sebuah puisi. Sekarang types of poetry. Tipe-tipe puisinya itu ada akrostik, shape, couplet, haiku, cinquain, diamante, humoris, naratif, lirik, free verse. Jadi sekedar diketahui saja, ya. Siapa tahu nanti Anda kuliah di sastra Inggris pasti akan mempelajari puisi.
I am the people, the mob, by Carl Sandburg. I am the people, the mob, the crowd, the mass. Do you know that all the great work of the world is done through me? I am the working man, the inventor, the maker of the world's food and clothes. I am the audience that witnesses history. The Napoleons come from me, and the Lincolns. They die, and then I send forth more Napoleons and Lincolns. I am the seed ground. I am a prairie that will stand for much plowing. Terrible storms pass over me. I forget. The best of me is sucked out and wasted. I forget. Everything but death comes to me and makes me work and give up what I have. And I forget. Sometimes I growl shake myself, and spatter a few red drops for history to remember. Then I forget. When I, the people, learn to remember, when I, the people, use the lessons of yesterday and no longer forget who robbed me last year, who played me for a fool, then there will be no speaker in all the world say the name the people with any fleck of a sneer in his voice or any far-off smile of derision. The mob, the crowd, the mass will arrive then. Thank you.
Since the age of 9, I've been slapping my face with fairness creams. Every face wash was a slap in the face because I was a skin tone which was ugly. My chest was too small for a girl who just hit puberty, and my skinny waist and unhealthy thigh gap was the only thing I wore confidently around. I had a voice and opinion, but they muted my sound, probably because I was told boys only like girls who were fair and lovely. My cousin brother starving himself because skinny abs were easier to obtain on a healthy diet. He read about actors doing juice diets and decided he wanted to try it, all because there wasn't a single GQ or man's world that didn't have abs embossed. We forget that beauty for men also comes with a cost, and it asks for a penny for your thoughts, but I heard being healthy is wealthy, and it's both we've lost. I am the color of the strong fragrant tea. Auntie sips while nonchalantly remarking, Bipasha would be prettier if she was fair. The color of our skin dictates our beauty, and that's not the only thing that's unfair. When we brown girls revolt against our own deflections, every single time an Indian magazine puts a light-skinned girl on a cover calling her brown. I asked my mother to get me healthy, yellow paste over yellow paste, because anything is better than brown, anything is better than dark. Only light skin with European features are considered art. My friend's face is covered with cream more than his girlfriend's kisses. He flinches every time she says she accepts him for his true colors. How do I teach him to embrace the color of his skin when she keeps gifting him fairness creams, his daily baptism with sunscreen to protect him from suntans, men lathering themselves to the same behind closed doors because apparently being insecure makes you less of a man? When I was asked to be an ideal body type, I was taught they want the curvy chick but not the cellulite. They want the big butt but not the thick thighs. They want the talk small but the waist smaller. They want the heart big but the chest bigger. And often women of gender reiterate these thoughts, but you see, it's internalized. It's what we've been taught. So I asked my ma, instead of looking for grooms who are fair, let's look for grooms who treat people fairly. Because the color of someone's skin isn't what we should consider when we look to marry. Virtues, belief, opinion and decisions scale larger than his stand on a fairness scale. Forget Snow White, say hello to chocolate brown, I'll write my own fairy tale. There isn't a single person who isn't pulled apart by these expectations. Brown girls struggle getting the right foundation. Boys constantly doing weight calculations. We're all more than our coloration and body types, cause you and I, we're all alike. With the hope of being able to someday love another, let's begin by being our own first lovers. Because people aren't made to fit or custom made, it's time we realize love comes in all shapes and shades. It's time we loved all shapes and shades.
I just want to start by thanking Mr. Griffin and all the trustees and everyone involved with both the prize and Poetry and Voice for really cultivating a love in poetry me and letting me be here tonight. So thank you to all of you. Without further ado, Wolf Lake by Elizabeth Baczynski. It was down that road he brought me, still in the trunk of his car. I won't say it felt right, but it did feel expected. The way you know your blood can spring like a hydrant. That September, the horseflies were murder in the valley. I'd come home to visit the family, get in a couple weeks of free food, hooked up with a guy I'd known when I was a kid. and things went bad. When he cut me, I remember looking down, my blood surprising as paper snakes leaping from a tin. He danced me around his basement apartment, dumped me on the Chesterfield, sat down beside me, and lit a smoke. He seemed a black bear in the glow, shoulders rounded under his clothes. So I tried to remember everything I knew about black bears. Whistle while you walk, carry bells. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you. Play dead. Everything slowed. I'll tell you a secret. It's hard to kill a girl. You've got to cut her bad, and you've got to cut her right, and the boy had done neither. Pain rose along the side of my body like light. I lay very still while he smoked beside me. This boy I'd camped with every summer since we were 12. The lake so quiet, you could hear the sound of a heron skim the water at dusk, or the sound of a boy's breathing. I came to in the trunk of his car, gravel kicking up against the frame, dust coming in through the cracks. It was dark. I was thirsty. I couldn't move my hands or legs. The pain was still around. I think I was tired. We drove that way for a long time before the Chrysler finally slowed and stopped. Sound of gravel crunching under tires. I could smell the lake, a place where, as kids, we'd come to swim and know we'd never be seen. Logs grew up from that lake bed. All those black bones rising from black water. I remember we'd always smelled of lake water and of sex by the end of the day, and there was a tape of Patsy Cline we always liked to listen to on our way out, which is what I thought we'd be doing that September afternoon. That or smoking up in his garage. You know, you hear about the body all the time. They found the body was found, and then you are one. Someone once told me the place had been a valley. Before the dam, before the town. That was a long time ago. When the engine stopped, I heard the silver sound of keys in the lock, and then I was up on his shoulders, tasting blood. I think he said my name. I think he walked toward the woods. Thank you.
So, itu pembelajaran puitri pada pagi hari ini. Ya, Bapak harapkan anak-anak memahami dengan baik. Jika belum paham, mari kita diskusikan bersama-sama. Mari kita cari solusi bersama-sama melalui WhatsApp group. Okay? That's all for today. Thank you for attention. See you next time.